I have always had a heart for God, and because God changed my life so much, the trajectory of my story and my family and the brokenness we went through. Having God change my life, and God puts me in a trajectory of leadership and ministry and church. I've seen the need for Christ more than ever. People want to see God's love. They want to see the message from the stage to the streets. So for the Grand Rapids Dream Center, being unique, being truly boots on the ground. I mean, a lot of people say that, but I mean, we're really boots on the ground. We're in the neighborhoods. We go to places where people are for relationships, and that's where you find need, and it's also where you learn how to respond to need.
I love the opportunity to enter into a relationship with people that I normally maybe wouldn't have. Being able to see the fruit of maybe what we were praying for one week and seeing it come to fruition, the next week. But being able to check in and see how they were doing.
I've literally heard people talk and say, I can't imagine the Dream Center not being here in the community. I'm seeing generations literally transforming. We've been doing this now 10 years. We're even seeing some very young adults that have started families. They were kids, and now they're putting their kids in the Dream Center. To me, that's the potential for generational transformation. We had a really big piece of understanding, and that was to become bigger. We actually had to embrace becoming smaller. We've actually taken the knowledge we've learned, and we've learned this is how we can equip somebody that they can be involved in the long-term relationship with a tool belt to make a difference, to bring a generational transformation and change to another family. We have a saying in the Grand Rapids Dream Center, it's disciples making disciples. I see us coming to a point where we're actually seeing the investment of relationship into individuals that have become years, some individuals actually 9 to 10 years now, seeing them becoming our next upcoming leaders.
We've done a really good job of going into the world and being there for people. Now, how do we translate that into a make disciples?
First and foremost, to the best of our ability, it's going to look like what we believe we see in the Bible. So when you learn the Word of God and how He instructs somebody to live, it's not the easy path. It's a path that involves a lot of sacrifice. The Bible said we become a living sacrifice. And so it really goes against our nature and our flesh. So at its base, it's somebody saying yes to becoming a living sacrifice for Christ.
Bringing people to that next level of both relationship and discipleship. Showing them who Jesus is, walking through life with them, teaching them who He was, and going deeper into that. I see kids that are going to be coming up that have been inside of our programs and ministries for years, becoming leaders, becoming those that are going to be the ones leading these ministries in 2, 3, 4 years, like down the road, and really stepping up to their purpose and potential inside of that, which is exciting, to be able to think that some of these kids that started out at that powerhouse level, at that, when we came in, they were, 4 or 5 years old, and now they're in their teens and really, starting to take ownership of things. It's awesome to see them do that.
Who we are now, these are none of my skill sets. I didn't bring any of these tools to the table. But I knew something needed to change, and I felt like we were daring enough to just follow God. God, what do you want? People need to hear the message, but they need to see the message. They need to feel the message.